RT has received another testimony from a pilot who used to work for Emirates Airlines, claiming staff there are being forced to work to exhaustion.
The pilots at Fly Dubai and Emirates are dangerously tired, and if you call in sick or sick fatigue, you run the gauntlet of being delayed in your promotion, which to a pilot is a slap at his profession and life, or reprimanded like a child and treated like a slave. The problem is, even though you file a report, you never get feedback on what's being done to fix the problem. So the reports get fewer and fewer, and the system loses its effectiveness.
We've received more than 60 letters from crew of the Fly Dubai and Emirates Airlines. They've asked us to conceal their identities. Emirates is the largest carrier in the Middle East. In one of its promotional videos, the company said its pilots are passionate about their work.
الطيار مهنة تجعلك فخرا لوطنك وعائلتك. التحق ببرنامج طيران الإمارات لتدريب وتأهيل الطيارين. اتدرب على يد أفضل الخبراء وتأهل لقيادة أحدث الأساطيل في الأجواء.
We requested a response from Emirates last week when we first aired previous claims of pilots being overworked. Back then, they told us the safety of passengers and crew is paramount to them. Now that new allegations have emerged, we've written to Emirates again. We've informed them about our investigation and asked them for a comment on this latest claim. The company said they will respond to us today, and we will, of course, bring it to you as soon as we get it. RT has also sent out the findings of our investigation to numerous organisations regulating civil aviation. We're still waiting for them to comment, and we'll be keeping you up to date on that as well. We did, however, receive reaction from the International Federation of Airline Pilots Associations. Its president had this to say.
It's clearly understood that fatigue is an insidious problem when it comes to making decisions, and it stops people from making good decisions. So everybody should be concerned about fatigue in professional pilots for sure. Every regulator should set rules to prevent fatigue in crew, and every airline should follow those rules.
Another issue the pilots raised in letters to us is that they have no way of taking their complaints anywhere outside of the airlines. RT's Ilya Petrenko has more on that.
RT's Fly Dubai Gate campaign triggered an outpouring from dozens of pilots and other aviation industry staff. Of the 60 emails we received, we only published accounts from verified whistleblowers. Their revelations enough to send a shiver down the spine of any nervous flyer.
I also have some photos, but I don't think I had to show it to you. Photos of my colleagues sleeping on the flight.
So many pilots have fallen asleep at the controls.
Fly Dubai tries to fly to the maximum number of hours and provides the minimum number of days off.
But low-cost carrier Fly Dubai wasn't the only target of complaints. Emirates is one of the richest airlines on the planet, the biggest in the Middle East, carrying 50 million passengers a year. Its name's emblazoned on the shirts of some of the world's top football players. But when it comes to working conditions for the pilots, Emirates' record is being put into question.
The pilots work too much, they're always tired, and they don't get enough time to sleep. The 7 pilots at Emirates do the same job that 10 or 11 pilots do at European airlines.
Flight fatigue is an issue we take seriously, and in order to effectively manage it for our pilots, Emirates has a special fatigue committee, in addition to our existing fatigue management system. If pilots feel Emirates has not addressed their fatigue concerns, they also have recourse of addressing this with their regulator.
There is a system called FRSM, Fatigue Safety Management, which they use as an excuse, but when you call fatigue, that means you fill out a form which says how many days you have been working, how many days you have been resting, what kind of sleep pattern you followed. This is all fair enough, but you can do it twice, maybe 3 times. If you do it more often, you will get a warning.
But it could be the tip of the iceberg. RT has received a growing number of new claims. There's a deep fear among the Emirates staff of speaking out. We were strictly asked not to reveal the identities of the whistleblowers who came to us.
I have resigned with no job to go to because of the rosters and management style. In my mind, being in this job is like being in an abusive relationship. We're not allowed to talk to journalists, obviously, but I'm so angry that lives had to be lost, families torn apart, all for greed and profit, that I think it's my duty to speak out.
The rosters, I think, don't respect any kind of rule. They make their own rules, okay? I have colleagues flying in Emirates, and they all complain about the same way people are treated. It's kind of a modern slavery, even for pilots.
Emirates and Fly Dubai share the same hub airport. They're both being accused of staff mistreatment. And it turns out they're run by the same man, His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Saeed Al Maktoum. Not only that, he controls Dubai's Civil Aviation's authority and is a board member of a similar agency that oversees civil aviation across entire United Arab Emirates.
There should be complete separation between a company and the regulator that, direct the company towards a safety culture. Make sure that those two entities are separated, and if there is a conflict of interest like that, that really should be looked into. Because you can't regulate an airline through which that you have an interest yourself. It's very, very difficult to see how that separation could occur.
Well, on your screen now is an email address that you can use to get in touch with us if you think you can contribute to our investigation. The shocking video of an IDF soldier killing an already neutralized Palestinian is coming up after this short break.